Hello everyone, my name is Selyp, and we are back with Primordia. We are now on part 5, and we just arrived in Metropol. So, let's go have a look.
Hey, Tyra, over here.
Alright, you're gonna have to hang on 1 second, because I want to check everything out real quick.
See, I'm trying to spin down.
Okay.
The mug belongs to the bar. It's a price list for the oils, solvents, and catalysts they offer here. At the bottom, it says that all payments must be made through an account with Metromind, which I don't plan on opening.
Okay.
Boss, I need that arm.
Crispin, it appears to be a self-aware robot.
Now I need it even more. Can you imagine? The adventures of Crispin and his arm. For once, I would have a sidekick. He would crack jokes, and I would say lame things like, "It appears to be a self-aware robot." Actually, on second thought, you can be the serious one, I'll be the sidekick.
Crispin's not gonna stop about that arm.
Tyra, over here.
Alright, man, what do you want?
Hey, Tyro, you blow in off the dudes?
Tyro?
Prefer a newbie, huh? Look, let me tell you how it is.
How about you don't? I've had enough of this city already. All I want is my property back and a ticket home.
Ticket home. Fat chance, Tyro. Anyway, listen up. You want to sell yourself to Metromind? Go ahead. You want to trade that junk you brought in from the dunes? Leopold's man. That floater there, I'll give you something special for him.
How special?
He's not for sale. The only thing you might have that I want is information.
Well, you know what they say. Talk's cheap. Ask away.
Alright, this guy seems kinda shady. Who are you?
Who are you?
Name's Leo. Leopold Steeplebill. Version 7. You?
Horatio No Build, version 5. And this is Crispin Horatio Build, version 1.
Leopold? Hey, you didn't build a lunatic named Ever Faithful, did you?
Do I look like I'd build someone named Ever Faithful Crispy?
Crispy?
I like that. Crispy.
What are you selling?
Bartering, not selling. Metromind don't tax bartering. Not yet, anyway. Come take a look.
Oh, dang. We got a water chip, memory access device, plug board, servo unit, crowbar, motor, finger, small motor, battery, part, abacus, fuel cell, tape measure. Okay, well, what do I trade for that?
That's a water chip. Scavenger brought it in from the dunes. I traded for a gek.
A what?
Never mind. We don't need water, let alone a water chip.
Huh, don't we all wish we had a gek? Okay, so I'll come back for that because I don't really know what I need from him yet.
Would it not have been better to have destroyed ourselves gloriously in battle, rather than perpetuate this false existence?
What do you...
Yes. The answer is yes.
Boss, I think someone left the smart off that smart bomb. I wouldn't expect much conversation out of him.
Alright, looks like this place is going to be having a lot of dialogue.
For another megacycle.
Window.
I can't see anything to do with it.
Info. Metromind welcomes you to her city of Metropol. This city is a safe haven for all machines. System records indicate that you have come from Outskirts Station. All newcomers are required to familiarize themselves with local laws. You may also be interested in our history and landmarks. Okay, let's see what their laws are.
Hey, look, something came out of the machine.
Metropolitan Law. Metropolitan law is too vast for an ordinary robot to learn in full, but Metromind ensures that it is applied efficiently and fairly. Newcomers to the city should familiarize themselves with the corrupt data elimination plan and the refuge rule, as well as the efficiency initiative. Oh, wow. Oh, CDEP. In order to protect the city from corrupt data, Metromind and the Ad Hoc Robot Council passed the CDEP, under which all information relating to certain untrue subjects, mythological man, is subject to swift elimination. Physical media containing such data will be disposed of in the underworks. Okay. Let's try history. Metropol was built in layers by primordial robots, each generation improving on the last in an endless train of progress. At one time, the city was governed by a council, but by mutual agreement, sole power was bestowed upon Metromind, for whom the city is now named. Okay. Landmarks. In order to conserve energy and improve efficiency, only the city center is now accessible to metropolitan robots. Here one can find the famed council tower rising high above Metropol, the old courthouse, and the historic central station, as well as Metropol's main street. For safety's sake, do not enter the underworks. So I wonder if I can type other things, like, can I type underworks? The underworks are closed for public safety and will be reopened once additional repairs are complete. Thank you. Okay, cool. What were some other... Let's take that. Laws, history, landmarks. I think there were a couple other laws. The refuge rule. Immediately following the Primordium, Metropol enacted the refuge rule, under which any robot is welcome in the city. In fact, for the first 48 hours after a robot arrives in Metropol, it will not be punished for violations of any laws except for harming another robot or causing significant property damage. The purpose of this law is to provide an integration period during which newcomers can make whatever modifications are necessary to operate within metropolitan society. Well, that's nice of them, I guess. And what was the efficiency? I forgot what it was called. The laws, efficiency initiative. The efficiency initiative was enacted by Metromind following a period of power shortages caused by systemic failures of city planning. Metromind reorganized the city along progressive ideals, closing off entire areas and consolidating the population in the city center. Moreover, Metromind identified and eliminated wasteful practices and inefficient robots. In order to show his commitment to the common good, Factor volunteered to deactivate himself, and many similarly obsolete robots followed suit. Since the initiative was enacted, power levels have been stable, but Metromind is always looking for progressive means of improving efficiency. I wonder if he really did volunteer. Who's Factor, anyway? Machine of enormous size and productive capacity, Factor spanned much of the underworks before being shut down to conserve power for his fellow machines. Factor was a member of the council that appointed Metromind to lead Metropol. Fully one half of the post-primordial robots in Metropol are Factor-built models. Okay. I wonder... Let's try Big Ugly. I doubt it will do anything. No. Horatio? No. What about Goliath? Cool. Goliath is a massive warbot built to guard Metropol from all dangers. He is stationed in the dunes outside the city. Interesting. What about... Here we go. Let's try Horus. A single packet of data created during the Primordium describes an Urbanian weapon known as the Horus that was launched against Metropol. Some archaeotechnologists believe that the Horus was destroyed by Goliath. Others believe the reference is simply a glitch or a corruption in the ancient data. Wait a second. So Horus was a weapon launched against Metropol. An Urbanian weapon. Oh, so we really used to be arch enemies. During the Primordium, at least 3 other great cities existed: Civitas, Municipia, and Urbani. Little is known about them, other than that they were all part of the War of the 4 Cities and are all presumed to have been destroyed during that conflict. So it looks like we used to be a weapon from that city sent to destroy Goliath. Interesting. Well, let's check this place out.
Hey boss, look! That repair bot has a floating helper just like you do.
There's a red, burning, crashed hover bus and a writhing electrical cable. And that's the first thing you notice?
I can't help it. She's beautiful.
Well, you're not getting to her until we deal with this cable.
Okay, that shouldn't be too hard.
I can't safely grab it.
Okay then.
All storage bladders empty.
Wow, that robot's creepy. Kinda sounds like a baby. What?
Given the electricity it's spitting out, I can't get close to it.
Okay. Can you help me?
Can't you do something about that cable?
No.
Wow, that was
I'm
rude.
not here to steal parts. I can't go any farther with that cable in the way.
Okay. Can I plasma torch it?
I can't get close enough to try that.
Can I throw this burnt out sensor at
I
it?
can't get close enough to try that.
Alright, what do you think, Crispy?
It seems like the sparks are only a problem at street level, boss. Good thing I can fly.
Oh, so you're saying you're gonna go move it.
Crispin, can you fly around the cable and push it off the street?
But didn't you just say it's too dangerous to get close to it?
I'm giving you a chance to impress her, Crispin. Just fly up high enough that you don't get close to the sparks.
Fine.
Well, the most obvious thing is sometimes the answer. Oh, whoops. There you go, Crispy. Go talk to her. No?
Excuse me.
Can't you see I'm working?
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. You do know this ship is never gonna fly again, right?
You're right about that. This old airing bus can hardly fly to begin with. Still, there might be some parts here that Metromine can use to get another bus up and running. Anyway, what do you want?
Hey, boss, ask him about his helper.
I wonder if I actually can. My friend here is curious about your helper.
My friend is curious about your helper.
Oh, she's just a sidekick factor build. Thousands of them rolled off the assembly line back in the day, but she's probably the only one left. Really not much more than a floating lantern, and headlamps are a lot cheaper.
She says you're not much more than a floating plasma torch.
She's right.
What happened here
What
anyway?
happened here?
What does it look like? The airing bus's motor gave out and it crashed into the only bridge leading from Main Street to the rest of the city center.
Was anyone on board?
Sure, but they've already been salvaged.
Salvaged, not repaired?
Can't repair without parts. You can't get parts without salvage.
What about building new parts?
Yeah, I mean, what factory?
What about Factor? Isn't he a factory?
Sure, a decommissioned one. Look, everyone wants to spot bugs, but no one wants to write code. You got a better way to run a city? Go out and build one. Otherwise, get with the program.
Man, this place seems pretty cutthroat. I'm looking for a big robot.
Looking for a big robot. It floats and has big claws and shoots lasers. It...
Scraper. After the last big cave-in, the two of us worked together on trying to fix the blue line. It's on the simple side, but a hard worker. What about him?
He took something of mine.
Yeah, salvaged it probably. That's what most of us do for Metromine these days.
Stole it.
Hey, you say router, I say router. Anyway, not my problem.
Alright. Where is he, though?
Where can I find Scraper?
Do I look like a tour guide? Piece of advice for you. Don't mess with the code if you can't handle the glitches.
Very profound.
Okay, I guess he's not gonna really help me out. Where can I find a power source? Like he's gonna
Do
say.
you know where I can find a power source?
If I did, I'd have salvaged it myself and brought it to the tower.
Okay. Will the bridge be passable?
When will the bridge be passable? Soon?
Well, seeing how the last remaining Airbus just crashed, I'd say opening the bridge to pedestrian traffic. So I'd say something on the order of a month, give or take.
A month?
Give or take.
And there's no other way off Main Street?
Not unless you got a jetpack hiding under that jacket.
Well, at least that narrows our options down, boss.
Okay. And you mentioned
You mentioned
Metromine.
Metromine.
Yeah, sure. She's in charge of this big circuit board we call Metropol.
What can you tell me about her?
What do I look like? The information kiosk? You want to know what I think? Metromine is the best thing that ever happened in this place.
Really?
Really. You, me, all these other machines grinding about. We're just tools in the toolbox. But Metromine, she's got the master plan. Progress. Got a nice ring to it, too.
So as part of the master plan, crashing buses into roads?
Look, there's plenty of rust to go around, but Metromine's the only one scrubbing. Not her fault that some of the metal's too far gone.
It looks to me like you're the one scrubbing, not Metromine.
Like I said, I'm just a tool in the box. Now, I gotta get back to work.
Alright, well, at least we now know that that guy's name is Scraper. Let's check out this way. Okay, it looks like we have a courthouse type building.
I'm pretty sure that wiring isn't up to code.
Okay. Look at this guy with the little top hat. That's cool. Are you gonna talk?
Ahoy, my dear friend. Oswald Factorville at your service.
There's no more your dear friend than Rex as your creation, you besotted gear oiler.
Oh, don't mind Cornelius. He's been bitter since the first great rolling brownout.
Better, I'll show you bitter, you backbiting bot snatcher.
I think I like these guys, boss.
They do seem pretty interesting. Alright, what's in this building?
What's in that building?
Why, Arbiter's Court, of course. Why else would we be here?
I need to see Arbiter.
We all do, my dear friend. But the courthouse is locked, and first come, first served.
Okay. Why are you waiting in line?
Why are you waiting in line?
Justice. I'm here for justice. To prove that I, Cornelius Factorville, created this marvelous machine, Rex. Rex Cornelius built.
Ignore him, my dear friend. Candidly, he is 1023 flops short of a kilo, if you catch my drift. The machine's name is Oswald Belt. Rex Oswald Belt.
This is over a name? Why not just let Rex decide?
Ridiculous. This is about principle.
This is about pride.
So, boss? Would you fight over me like this?
You could call yourself Crispin Crispian for all I care. As long as you still pull things off ledges for me, that is.
Glad to know I'm loved.
That was a little harsh. Alright, so how are you guys gonna decide?
How are you going to decide who gets Rex?
For the law, fool. The law.
Please excuse my brother. He can barely remember pi to the 23rd digit, let alone his manners.
For
I rest my case. Suffice it to say, chap, we await the reopening of the courthouse. Or more precisely, we await a summons from Arbiter who will decide our case.
who will say whose contribution was more important? Who will say, in fact, that my contribution was more important?
Alright, have you guys seen Scraper, aka Big Ugly?
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has lots of claws and shoots lasers. It stole something of mine. Have you seen it?
Indeed. The robot you describe sounds like Scraper, Metromine's enforcer. Whatever he took is gone forever.
I refuse to accept that.
Oh, he refuses. How delightful.
Do you know where I can find a power core?
Do you know where I can find a power source?
Alas, my friend, power is not so abundant in Metropol as it once was.
Nagan Metromine seized it all. Seized it and doles it out. And there's hardly enough to go around now.
Metromine keeps all power sources in the Great Tower where the Council used to meet. If you want to share it, you will need to pay her in megacycles.
Megacycles?
Yes, megacycles, you ninny. CPU cycles. Brain power. Kind of power she really wants. Low-rate processor was made for running trains, not a city.
Okay, and can anyone else judge your case? I have a feeling that that would be me.
Could someone else judge your case?
Of whom were you thinking? Metromine, perhaps? Authoritative to be sure, but I fear she would claim Rex for the good of all.
And since the subway schemer
He means Metromine.
shut down our builder Factor, he cannot help either.
What about Horatio?
Who?
Me.
And why should we listen to you?
I've built a robot before, and I have no stake in this.
Yes, well and good, but this is a matter of law and logic. A bit harder than banging together a tin can like your companion. How can we know your reasoning is sound?
Because I know the law. We just read about it. Test me.
Test me.
An interesting proposition. What do you say, Cornelius?
What did I say? I say that you are a liar and a thief, Oswald. But as to this Horatio, well, as to him, so be it.
Boss, if they make us find 7 lost crystals, I'm quitting.
Shh. Righto. Consider this. At the binomial biennial, 7 robots in the probability circle are gathered for a party.
The what circle is gathered at the what? Is this some kind of vocab test?
I said quiet.
Each robot is either a factor built or a Sternweiler built.
Blasted Sternweilers.
And moreover, each robot is designed with either a quad-core, a linear type, or a multiplex processor architecture.
This is ridiculous.
Pay attention. Factor or Sternweiler. Quad-core, linear type, or multiplex.
Indeed. Now I will tell you 3 things about these probabilitists. First, there are more factor-built robots than Sternweiler builds. Second, every linear-type robot was built by Factor. Finally, Sternweiler never built a robot with a quad-core.
Now listen. Which of the following statements about the probabilitist circle cannot possibly be true?
Uh-oh. Okay, more robots were built by Factor. Factor, I believe, only builds linear, and Sternweiler never built a quad core. Let's listen to that one more time.
Repeat the question.
Indeed. At the binomial biennial, 7 robots.
7 robots.
Are gathered for a party. Each robot is either a factor built or a Sternweiler built. And moreover, each robot is designed with either a quad core, a linear type, or a multiplex processor architecture. Now I will tell you 3 things about these probabilitists. First, there are more factor-built robots.
So there's more factor builts.
Second, every linear type robot was built by Factor.
Only linear, only built by Factor.
Now listen. Which of the
Sternweiler
following
never
statements
built
about
a
the
quad
probabilitist
core.
circle cannot possibly be true?
So which one is not true? Well, there were more built by Factor, so that would be only 3 built by Factor. That can't be true.
4 robots were built by Sternweiler.
Good show.
The preceding facts are unchanged. Now, answer this. If exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following must be true?
Let's try it.
2 of the 7 robots have linear-type processors.
Failure?
Oh, no.
Clearly, you are unfit to judge our case. Now go bother someone else.
Oh, man. Wonder if he'll let me try again.
At the binomial biennial, 7 robots. Each robot is and both now first, second, final.
Now listen.
Okay, we know that one, so I'm just gonna skip this. That can't
4
be
robots
true.
were built.
Good show.
Now, if exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following must be true?
5 of the 7 were built by Factor. 4 must have multiplex. 1 must have a quad core. Let's try this.
5 of the 7 robots were built by Factor.
Failure?
Uh-oh.
Clearly. Now go
Okay. I wonder if I can just keep trying or if they're gonna kick me
Can I
out.
try again?
No.
Alright. Well, clearly I am unfit to be a judge.
What if I could find someone you respect? Someone who would be willing to judge your case?
Well, I suppose there's no harm in looking.
Wrong to us, anyway. If you want to waste your time meddling in our affairs, then I suppose it is yours to waste.
Very good then. I am uploading the facts of our dispute to your data pouch. If you can find a suitable judge, let us know.
Okay. Can I talk to this guy?
Hello? Hello?
I don't think it can hear you, boss.
Relay that. Keep information.
I guess we need to wait our turn.
Alright. Can I go this way at all? No. Okay, well, let's go find a judge then. Maybe that, merchant guy?
You again? What do you want?
How can I talk to
Since you were
Metromind?
so close to her, do you know how I can talk to Metromind?
Talk to Metromind. Look, Metromind has an entire city to run, but Horizon is everywhere. If she wants to talk to you, she will.
Goodbye.
Oh, and I'm sure we'll be talking to her soon. Alright, Leopold, what about you? Looking for my power
I'm
core.
looking for my power core. It was stolen from my ship, the Unique, and I think it's being kept in that tower over there.
Great tower to me. Sure, it's probably in there, along with all the other generators and reactors and cores that keep the lights on.
How can I get it back?
If Metro Mind took it, you don't, Tyro. Her word is law. Arbiter's the only one who ever could have said otherwise. He's been gone a long time. Get into the courthouse, maybe you complete your case. After half a dozen other folks took their turns, that is. But you can't. No judge locked it up tight. And who's to say you'll win, huh? My advice?
I don't want your advice. I want my power core.
Well then, good luck to you.
Alright. Have you seen Scraper?
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws and shoots lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
Sounds like Scraper to me.
Scraper?
Worked for Metro Mind even before she ran the show. He was the one that blasted out the train tunnels under the city.
Where can I find him?
Now, how would I know that? That one goes where he wants. Maybe the Great Tower, maybe the tunnels, who knows? But I wouldn't go picking trouble with it, Tyro. Those lasers Scraper used for cutting granite can slice up that tin shell you're wearing like nothing.
Here, here.
I'll keep that in mind.
Alright. Well, we already know all that stuff, so... Goodbye. What about this guy who wouldn't talk to me earlier? No? Okay.
Excuse me. Hello?
Hey Armstrong, top
I
me off, will
think
you?
it's ignoring you, boss.
Man, everybody's very rude here.
It's too heavy for me to lift.
Oh. Didn't even notice that. Can I go down there?
It's too thick to cut with the plasma torch. I'll need something stronger to get through that way.
Down for another megacycle.
If I remember correctly, this guy had some stuff that I might be able to use to get down there. Crowbar. There we go.
Got a half-life of 1,000 years guaranteed.
I'm not sure you know what half-life means.
You want it or not? I'll trade it to you for something shiny.
Nice little Half-Life reference. Do I have anything shiny?
I said something shiny, not something that shines.
There's a difference?
Sensor?
I don't deal in junk, Tyro.
That's not what it looks like from here.
Decryption module?
Not interested, Tyro.
Worth a shot.
Not interested, Tyro.
Okay. Guess I don't have what he wants yet. Well, I think that's going to be the end of part 5, guys. When we get back, we will look for a judge to determine who built Rex or who contributed more. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a comment or subscribe or like it. It really helps me out. And until next time, take it easy.